I didn't know they were like when I saw those at the frickin'
I remember when I
aquarium?
first saw those at the aquarium. I'm like, wait, aren't these extinct?
Yeah, I saw those at the aquarium, and I'm like, I thought these were dead like millions of years ago.
And then that lady explained to us, like, no, we rediscovered them in like 2000 and something.
No, it was in the 90s. I didn't know about it the entire time. And we've been using their blood to actually help make cures for stuff.
Blue blood. That's so weird. And it's like, it looks like ink.
Oh, this thing. Natalius.
Oh, the Nautilus.
Yeah, 500 million years.
Yeah, we didn't even think those things were real at first.
Yeah, we thought that's actually what that's what another Pokemon is based off of.
Yeah.
Armanite.
It's a frickin'
It's a shellfish sort of thing.
It's a shellfish, but it's a squid shellfish.
Yeah, but they're really small. They're they're a cephalopod, related to octopus, squids, and cuttlefish.
Mm-hmm.
Cuttlefish are cephalopods?
Yes.
The velvet worm, 500 million years.
I've never seen that before.
And temperate zones of the southern hemisphere.
I've never seen that before. It's weird looking.
The velvet worms.
Oh, isn't that what another Pokemon's based off of?
Wurmple,
yeah, Wurmple.
I'm not sure.
Looks
Animals
like it.
with velvet textures, hence the nickname. They're ancient animals closely related to the arthropods, such as millipedes and centipedes. Unlike arthropods, velvet worms
like
don't have hard exoskeletons.
Yeah.
And their
soft
velvety
like
skin is water repellent.
So they collect water droplets on their skin like that? That's interesting.
Their unique velvet texture. Velvet worms are known to have many stubby feet, between 13 and 43 pairs of feet, which all have hooked claws. Fossil records of lion dating back to, so they've made a transition about 430 million years. Oh, so they aren't alive today.
They aren't?
I don't know. Jellyfish.
Yeah, jellyfish are old.
600 to 7 million years. They were around before creatures even came onto the land.
Yep.
Are the oldest multi-organ animal in the world that have existed in some form for at least 500 million years. The oldest known definite jellyfish fossil dates back 500 million years. Research on the fossil related.
Oh, so VV segregated against him this.
Wow.
It's because he's a mage, and people don't like mages.
Sponges, 600 million years.
Yep, they're older than frickin' jellyfish.
These things, Centrophores, which are comb jellyfish, 700 million years. Marine waters worldwide. They're the ones that light up and stuff.
Yeah, they're the really weird ones.
And chirobacteria, or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Those were some of the first bacteria to ever come into play.
3.5 billion but some people say 2.1 to 2.7 billion. Nearly every terrestrial and aquatic habitant in the world location. Basically, every single creature had it on them.
Mm-hmm. They're all over.
Is the oldest existing species in the world. These bacteria are believed to... Are you still going through that?
Yeah.
To be the Earth's oldest known life form, fossilized... Oh, I don't even know what counts as. Type of layered rock made up of microbial mass of microorganisms dating back to 3.5 million years ago, contain evidence of its cyanobacteria activity. However, this evidence was disputed as of 2010. The most undisputed evidence is of cyanobacteria is 2.1 billion years old. Cyanobacteria live in almost every terrestrial and aquatic habitat in the world, including oceans, damp oil, desert rocks, and very wood.
I believe they were also found on Mars at one point.
Yeah, and were
as
temporarily
fossils.
Wet and even Antarctic rocks. They are known for their blue-green color, and especially aquatic cyanobacteria, which can form highly visible and colorful blooms. So yeah.
Oh yeah, they're the things that turn water blue at night.
Yeah. So they're still alive. Then. That would make sense. Bacteria in the water would probably still be around.
Yeah, it's impossible to get rid of bacteria.
They literally just said they can survive in oil. So bacteria has a very, very big resistance to anything in the planet that we create.
Another really old microorganism is the water bear. It's very resilient and it can even survive in outer space.
Oh yeah, I saw information on the water bear. Yeah.
Yeah, my teacher used to be obsessed with it in middle
Are you
school.
still
The one I
pressing
told,
this?
yeah, the one I told you about, and who went to Antarctica.
Yeah.
He studied the water bear for a while, and he was like obsessed with it. It was his freaking screensaver on his
Yeah,
computer.
this thing.
Yeah,
That is creepy looking. It's called a tardigrade, but we nicknamed it the water bear.
I don't know why we call it the water bear.
Yeah, tardigrade. Also commonly known as water bears or moss piglets,
Moss piglets.
which kind of fits because of its
Yeah.
nose, because it looks like a pig nose. Are you?
I am.
It look like it.
I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
Are a polythium of water-dwelling, eight-legged, segmented microanimals. They were first described by a German zoologist, Johann August Emperor Gozi, in 1773, who gave the nickname the name of Little Water Bears. The name Tardigradia, meaning slow steppers, was given in 1777
Yeah, they move really slowly.
by an Italian biologist, Lazzaro Spallanzani. That's a definite. They have been found everywhere, from the mountaintops to the deep sea and mud volcanoes, from tropical rainforests to the Antarctic.
Finally a battle.
Tardigrades are among the most resilient known animals.
Yeah, they can.
Individual species able to survive extreme conditions that would be rapidly fatal to nearly all other life forms, such as survived exposure to outer space. About 1,150 known species of the Phyllium or Tardigradia, a part of the superphylum Ecdysozoa. The group includes fossils dating back 3 to 530 million years ago to the Cambrian period. Cambrian period, yeah. Usually, tardigrades are about 0.5 millimeters or 0.2 inches long.
Oh, so they're actually kind of big.
When they're fully grown. They are short and plump, with 4 pairs of legs, each ending in claws.
So
Usually,
0.2 is actually kind of big for a microorganism.
in claws, usually
Like, that's
usually
visible with the
4
naked
to
eye.
8, or sucking discs. Tardigrades are prevalent in mosses and lichens. Lichens.
Yeah, lichen.
What the frick is lichens?
Lichen is like, that mossy ivy leaves that grow on trees.
Oh, those. So they probably are on those things.
Yeah.
And feed on plant cells, algae, and small invertebrates. When collected, they may be viewed under a low-powered microscope, making them accessible to students and amateur scientists. And habitat, we already know the habitats, that. Reproduction, we don't need to know that. Ecological importance. Many organisms that live in the aquatic environments feed on the species such as nematodes.
What's a nematode?
Yeah, nematodes.
What the frick is a nematode?
No, it's such as species of nematodes, tardigrades, bacteria, algae, mites, and columbolians. Tardigrades work as a pioneer species by inhabiting new developing environments. This movement attracts other invertebrates to populate the space, while also attracting predators. So basically, they're there to attract other type of animals and beings to.
Oh, so they bring forth growth in in a environment.
Yeah. So what happens is they bring plants and other invertebrates, and then that brings in like and other invertebrates, and they bring in that which brings in like carnivores and then omnivores and then what would be the equivalent of one that only eats vegetables? Or herbivores.
Or
and,
herbivore.
And then that just pretty much sets off the whole ecosystem.
So that's why scientists study those, because they want to implement them in areas where there aren't any ecosystems.
Yeah, they help bring in
growth.
Yeah, because they eat a lot of the stuff that would be keeping it back from growing. That could help areas that don't have a lot of
that are barren.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of plant life or suffering. It'd be a good way to repopulate or reinvent the nature to the.
No
Earth.
wonder they tested if they could live in space, because we would bring them to Mars.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought about that, because they could, but there's no bacteria or anything in Mars. That's the problem.
Yeah, they feed off of bacteria, don't they?
Yeah. So what they would have to do, what they would probably do, is bring like a bunch of bacteria in a concealed area. Obviously, they would have it in a dome, in a concealed area with oxygen, because the bacteria needs oxygen.
And then put those in there.
And put that in there, then have that set up, and then it would attract all the. Then you put in the stuff for the plants, and then it would set up the whole ecosystem in that specific area.
And they keep on building off of that until it's got the whole planet.
Yeah, and then once you get a certain number,
a certain area
good. Once you have a certain amount of it done, that would cause more oxygen. And it would take all it would release more carbon dioxide, which would then be absorbed.
It would create an atmosphere.
Yeah, which would be absorbed by the plants and then put out oxygen. That reminds me, I saw this one picture of plants, and they're just like these plants. How people are just we're cutting them down for houses and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're just like, there was a plant where it's like to all the talking to all the people, all right, so we're gonna give you guys, we're gonna let you rent out your houses. We'll give you oxygen, and your payment will be your bodies when you die. Because they just take up the nutrients from the soil, and it just goes into the soil and stuff. Alright, I gotta end the episode. It's 27 minutes. I didn't even realize it was almost 7 in the morning.
A person or those people? Well, they have bird wings.
And claws on the bottom.
Well, no, those are
bird legs.
I think.
No, the bird legs those are claws. Look.
Well, yeah, they got bird legs. I said that.
Oh. They also have claws.
What do you mean claws?
Look at their
hands?
Yeah.
No, those are gauntlets.
Look at the little sharp ends.
That's part of their gauntlets, dude.
Whatever.
You freaking dick and dyke.
You're not wrong. You're not right.
You're not right. That's just such a weird insult.
This boy is not right. Bobby, you're not right.
He stole from me. Alright, you
Clouds?
bastard.
What was that from?
Cloud?
What was that from?
It's when Bobby was painting his hill, and then Bobby was painting his room, and Hank came in, and he's like, "What are you doing there?" And he's like,
"What are you doing?"
"Painting my room."
Clouds?
Clouds? Clouds? Clouds? Clouds?
Well.
Oh, she's getting her trance.
That was really good. I did not expect that to come out so well. That freaking scream.
Eely done. I can't.
Couldn't steal anything.
Can't summon. Because she doesn't have enough.
Some bitch.
Yeah, you want to steal from me? I'll steal from you, you frickin'.
What happened to the armor dude? I forget his name.
Oh, we don't know where he's at right now.
Oh.
He went off searching for the ragtag group of thieves to get revenge for stealing the princess.
What? Did he just run away?
He ran away.
You still get experience points for winning.
Yeah, because I killed one of them. So.
I never knew them that. I never saw enemies that would run away from you. Actually.
Yeah, there are a lot of enemies in Final Fantasy that will do that.
All right, so
Usually thief-based.
all right, I gotta end the
Even her
episode.
name in here is Broomple.
Had to ruin it with Groomple, like me naming my character in frickin' Earthbound Chansey.
Like Aaron.